There are essentially two methods in whole humanity. One is water method, other is fire method. Most important mantra after Om is Ram. Ra is the fire, Ma is the water, A is the present moment. It happens between the two tension created by the downward flow and upward flow. This tension is actually the life. You cannot just choose one. This is what I feel. You need to create balance between your downflow and upward flow. Either people are too much going out and depleting themselves, or people are too much going in and isolating themselves. But balance
Mm-hmm.
is somewhere in the heart, which is the union of sky energy and earth energies, where they meet inside you. When they meet, they create more life. And if you
Mm-hmm.
choose one way, either water or fire, you will not live long. Materiality will kill you. Spirituality will isolate your energy from your body and you will die very soon. But when you maintain that tension of fire and water, their combination creates clouds, their combination creates rains, it brings prosperity.
अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं
See,
वासुदेवं हरि
there are essentially two methods in whole humanity. One is water method, other is fire method. Fire method has flow upwards, like all the Kundalini method for men is to how to take energy upwards. But for women, it doesn't work because they have menstruation and all. For them, it's the water method. For example, martial arts like Tai Chi, they're based on water, non-resistance with the opponent, cooperating with the opponent. You don't waste your energy in fighting. You conserve and even start to contain the energy of the opponent, of the emotion, as a part of your energy. So mostly this path of water is kind of it relates with your sexuality as well. Because that is related with the gravity aspect of your energy. But what I would like to add here is that, for example, mantra in India, which is called the most important mantra after Om, is Ram. Ra is the fire, Ma is the water, A is the present moment. It happens between the two tension created by the downward flow and upward flow. This tension is actually the life. So in
Mm-hmm.
today's time, it's important to create a balance. For example, I raise my hand. This is against gravity. It is fire. But when I stop resisting and relaxing, this is the water. Because I'm sinking and letting the gravity pull my hand down. So in this, there is no doing. In other, there is a doing. So this will explain you all the principle of free will and destiny, all principle of action and no action. So you make an action, get active, then relax. And then it starts to bring its results. Your energy starts to return. And this circulation is needed in today's culture. You cannot just choose one. This is what I feel. You need to create balance between your downflow and upward flow. Either people are too much going out and depleting themselves, or people are too much going in and isolating themselves. But balance
Mm-hmm.
is somewhere in the heart, which is the union of sky energy and earth energies, where they meet inside you. When they meet, they create more life. And if you
Mm-hmm.
choose one way, either water or fire, you will not live long. Materiality will kill you. Spirituality will isolate your energy from your body and you will die very soon. But when you maintain that tension of fire and water, their combination creates clouds, their combination creates rains, it brings prosperity.
Mm-hmm.
Is making
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. So would you say that the fire method is more connected to the mind, while the water method is more connected to the body?
Yes, more connected with the energy aspect.
Okay.
Energy aspect is like a fuel, and fire mind is like a spark. So energy on its own with no spark is useless, right? In a car, you need an electric spark to get the fuel, make the movement happen.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, spark on its own will exhaust itself. So people just full with ideas, they exhaust because of their mind functioning, but no action happens. Some people have energy, but no spark. They stagnate because of their energy. But when you bring a balance, the right creative idea and energy there available, you make life happen outside. So for example,
Okay.
chanting Ram balances your negative positive energies inside. So it's not chanting a God's name, it is activating that yin yang principle within your psyche. Then your even thinking starts to become balanced. You don't choose between fire or water, you see where is the balance. And that balance is life. What we call now is the balance of A and Ma. A is the beginning, Ma is the end. In between the Vishnu, the present moment, the light, is the appearance of negative positive coming together and becoming the present moment. Life does not happen without balance. Any extremity, whole system crashes. And on every level, it is possible within you also. Whenever you feel there is a chaos, you will notice you have chosen either too much fire or too much of water. You have chosen overaction or stagnation. So if you bring them, and there you need wisdom. To choose extremes, you don't need wisdom. You can just fall on any side. But to maintain a balance on a rope, you need constant awareness and intelligence. But to fall, you don't need anything. You just relax and you will fall either side.
Okay. Can I add like an additional question?
Mhm.
So I think it's really hard to get to this balance internally, but I think you can, or at least for me, it's easier to work on it. But what I find really, really hard is like to deal with people that don't have that balance. So like, how do you have like any advice on how to deal with these people and try to balance out their fire, maybe by me being more water, or like balance their water by me being more fire? But how do you manage that, or is that even possible?
I have explained that first you have to learn these two extremities within yourself. That's where I suggested that do shaking, dancing, then be absolutely still. In one, you are being absolute action. In other, you're becoming absolute still water. And once you experience this on the physical level, you do the balance meditation. First, on the physical and action level, you have to know action and stillness. And then it starts to seep in, enter your psychological and emotional attitudes also. You are formed by your body, how it is. Don't think you're original from your body. So if you train your body to understand these two extremities of action and stillness, and then you will learn the balance between them, it starts to appear into your emotion and psychology as well. But people do not do anything about their body and want to fix it into psychological level. So when somebody is speaking or too much fire, become water and just become a listener. But what becomes a problem is when somebody is speaking, you also want to speak and creates a friction. You're waiting when he will shut up and I will speak. So that is not the finding balance. You respond and just listen, be quiet. And your listening can help other to really relax and express. And once they are there, then you express. Or if you feel you cannot listen, then tell them, I cannot listen. Honesty is very important because you are not supposed to just suffer the other person. That is very insincere. Mostly relations are based on this insincerity. Other is torturing you, you're not saying anything. Yesterday I was kicked out of one lady invited me to stay at her place in Rishikesh. And she speaks a lot. And at first day I suffered. She talked 4 hours consistently. And then second day I said, you speak a lot. I cannot handle this. I said, what is there you have to say? This is nothing important. You're telling your past life stories, whatever has happened, and you keep on repeating them. And she kicked me out of her house. But as soon as I came out of the house with my luggage, I felt suddenly free because there was such a burden. Energetically, she was unloading on me. I couldn't do anything. So the great Mother Durga took care of me she said, you make your own arrangements. I go, okay, thank you. Because I was thinking how to leave the house early. I couldn't tell her. She told me to herself. So was this bad? But I became honest. I told her, I do not like this. And that is very important. At least you're sincere. And that sincerity counts in life. Garbage people will disappear. Real people will appear into your life when you're clear and sincere. That doesn't mean aggressive. You say clearly, truthfully, whatever you're feeling. I do not Like, I'm tired after half an hour by listening to you. Now, please, I do not want to listen. If it hurts the other, then they can go away with their life. So be more practical and real. First, you will see you are trying to hide how to handle all that situations. No, you don't have to handle. You have to see what is needed in a given situation.
Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhaj Man Haran Bhav Bhaya Darunam Nav Kanj Lochana Kanj Mukh Kar